Here's how much money you really need to make $2,900 a month doing nothing. Yep, nada. No boss, no punching clocks, just dividends rolling in like your own personal money printer. But spoiler alert, it takes more than a wish and a Robinhood account. Let's build this step by step. Dividends sound fancy, but let's break it down. Imagine you own a pizza shop. You sell pies, make profit, and decide, hey, let's give some of this cheddar back to the owners. Boom. Dividend. Except instead of pizza slices, you're getting cash slices from big companies. And if you own enough, that's rent money, baby. Here's the math no one likes, but everyone needs. Dividend yield, ashar, annual dividend, stock price. Translation. If a stock is $100 and pays $10 a year, that's a 10% yield. The trick? High yield often means high risk. Don't chase every juicy yield you see, unless you like your money doing a Houdini act. All right, let's set the goal. $2,900 a month, $35,000 a year. That's enough to cover a modest lifestyle, or at least keep you from crying at the gas pump. But how much do you actually need invested? Depends on the yield. At 12% yield, about $300K invested. At 7% yield, about $500K invested. At 3% yield, nearly $1.2 million. That's the math. You either need big yields or big stacks. No magic, just numbers. First weapon, covered call ETFs. Translation, these funds own stocks and sell options to collect extra income. Think of it like owning an apartment and also renting out the parking spaces. Double the bag. With covered calls, you're stacking income from dividends and option premiums. The risk? If the stocks tank, so does your payout. But for steady income, these ETFs can be dividend machines. Covered call ETFs are like getting rent and charging people to park in your driveway. Next up, REITs, real estate investment trusts. These bad boys own malls, apartments, offices, you name it. Rent money flows in, they pay it out to investors. Some of these yields? Straight up wild. Two Harbors, 20.3% yield. Brandywine Realty, 19.9% yield. Orchid Island Capital, 19.4% yield. REITs can get you monthly paychecks, which feels like hitting the dividend jackpot. But warning, when the economy sneezes, REITs catch pneumonia. Tenants leave, rent drops, dividends cut. High reward, high risk. Finally, the Dividend Aristocrats. These are the royalty of stocks, companies that raise dividends for 25 plus years straight. Rain or shine, recession or boom, they keep paying. Examples, 3M, Walgreens, Leggett & Platt. Average yield? Around 7%. Not as flashy as REITs or covered calls, but consistent. These are your steady parents who always bring dinner home on time. They may not throw wild parties, but they'll pay your bills on time. And that's sexy in its own way. Let's plug in the numbers. You want $35K a year. Covered call ETFs. Need $300K invested. High yield REITs. Around $320K. Dividend Aristocrats. $500K. Compare that to traditional dividend stocks at 3% yield, where you'd need $1.2 million. Yeah, I'll take door number one. Thanks. Here's the secret. Balance. Don't throw all your eggs into one crazy high-yield riot. Blend strategies. Mix covered calls for cash, REITs for monthly flow, aristocrats for long-term reliability. Diversify so one bad year doesn't wipe your freedom check. Dividends are like a playlist. Too much trap music and you can't focus. Too much jazz and you'll fall asleep. Mix it up for a steady groove. Imagine this. You wake up and instead of stressing about bills, you check your account. Boom, dividends just hit. Covered calls, REITs, aristocrats all chipping in. That's $2,900 a month without lifting a finger. Not retirement at 65. Freedom at 35, 45, whenever you decide to start climbing. That's the dream, and it's closer than you think. Financial freedom doesn't come from grinding forever. It comes from making your money grind for you. So here's the truth. Living off dividends isn't a fantasy. It's a formula. Save, invest, pick the right mix of strategies, and stack until your freedom checks cover your bills. No boss, no alarm clock, just you and your money tree. Minimum payments keep you broke. Dividends set you free. This is Forever Building Wealth. Like and subscribe. This is not financial advice. It's your freedom plan.